Welcome to Attributes for a Good Interface. Click Begin to get started. Built environment projects can greatly benefit from the standardization, consistency, and predictability that Interface Management, or IM, provides. Despite the growing need on built environment projects, the industry has no commonly agreed-upon definitions for IM and its elements. The Construction Industry Institute, or CII, has sought to develop the fundamental definitions for elements of interface management, and we will explore these in more detail in this training session. You will learn how to classify different interfaces by type and categorization, interface-specific attributes, and mechanisms that enable interface configuration management. Let's get started. Click Next. There are various definitions for interface management as defined by different organizations who have done research and developed methods for the built environment industry. Click Next to learn more about the types of interfaces that exist on built environment projects. In general, interfaces are classified as soft or hard. They can also be considered either internal or external. Click each interface type to learn more. Having learned about the different types of interfaces, let's look at how interfaces can be further categorized in a way that is more specific and purposeful. Click each category listed here to learn more. Interfaces that are not well managed have the potential to negatively impact the cost and schedule of the project. As the number of different entities and scope of a project increases, so do the risks associated with each unmanaged interface. It is therefore essential for project professionals to have a consistent way to identify, categorize, and manage the detail of interfaces. Interface Management Best Practice recommends interfaces be formally described, documented, and agreed. Typical attributes of each interface should include unique interface number, revision number to be updated when changes are made to the interface description, revision date of the last revision, supplier and receiver details, interface description stating activities and dependencies, supplier and receiver signatures agreeing upon the required interface details, and lastly, final closure signatures from the supplier and receiver confirming the interface can be closed out. A recommended and simple way to document an interface is to use an Interface Agreement Form, or IAF, such as the one shown here. Next, we'll discuss how interface agreement forms should be managed. Download the Interface Agreement Form before moving on. Properly implemented interface management processes utilizing a central interface management system helps ensure proper communication and transparency between multiple parties on the project. Failure to consistently document interfaces or not knowing what state the interface is in can cause significant delays in project delivery and commissioning and lead to excessive rework. It is good practice to implement a centralized Interface Data Register, or IDR, for the whole project. Project professionals should log all interface agreement forms in the project's Interface Data Register. This will provide a way to review all IAFs easily and regularly to assess their status based on when it is required by the project. Should any need attention, they can be actioned by the relevant parties. The register can be updated based on approved changes made to the relevant IAF. Download the IDR form before moving on. Project professionals should ensure that there is a rigorous configuration management mechanism in place to ensure interface documents are updated as they move through the various stages of the project's agreed interface management processes. More about the interface management tools, planning, and processes is discussed later in this training course. Let's take a moment to see what you've learned. You have now completed Attributes for a Good Interface. In the next section, you will learn design and management tools and processes. See you there.